Hello, Shalom Ola, and welcome to the Spiritual Life with Mystic Reverend Travis Tidwell, me, and with my special friend here, Ashley.
Hello, good evening.
And with my executive producer, Athena, who's also my daughter, as well as a high priestess and sacred dragon.
Goddess.
Goddess
Athena.
for sure. Named her after the goddess. But just want to say that this podcast is being powered by the Lord God Yahweh, the Holy and Divine Spirit, Sacred Dragon, Hermes, Mercurius, Trismegistus, and all of our angels and guides who are supporting us this night, and this day, and forever. So, Ashley, how have you been?
I'm doing very well. I'm so excited. Actually, I'm so excited about this topic this evening. And for people that can't see, and if you want to see, go on Travis Tidwell podcast on YouTube. But you broke out the singing bowls, and I'm just ecstatic right now.
Wow, yeah, and it's amazing. It's perfect timing for you to break that out, actually, because this episode's about chakras.
Yes.
And how to balance your chakra and clear it, open it or close it. And so I purposely, when I do healings on people before COVID,
circa COVID,
then what I would do is I would take my crystal healing bowl at the end of the healing, and then I would top it off with just a really good cleansing of sound. Mm-hmm. And I usually do 2 bowls at the same time. Mm-hmm. And so when they get so high off that, they're so elevated from that, it just takes you to a whole different place of existence, so to speak.
It does. Okay, so I'm excited. When are you going to use this?
All right. So first of all, we're talking about chakras, and let's talk about just our spiritual body for a moment.
Yes.
Looking at our spiritual body, we need to keep it cleansed. Our spiritual body is very sensitive, and there's something called your aura that needs to be cleared all the time and cleansed, as well as each one of your chakras. Now, you have your crown chakra, the top of your head, your third eye chakra, which everybody knows about the third eye,
Your throat chakra.
Your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plex chakra,
your
navel,
then your grounding,
then your root chakra, and then your feet chakras. We actually, in my meditations, use your feet chakras because we have to sit in chairs with our feet together, because each sole of our foot is like a half a circle, and you put it together, it makes a complete chakra.
True, unless you have flat feet.
Unless you have, hey, bro, you got like flat feet,
I'm not gonna lie, I think I might.
My oldest son has flat feet.
I'm calling myself out on that.
That's that Polynesian in him, that Filipino, that Pinoy. But so it's all about keeping your atmosphere clear and clean. Mm-hmm. Chakras change colors. You go into it just like your aura. They come off and on.
But what are chakras? Like, what is it? Or like, are they just the concentrated power sources in the body?
Well, they are concentrated power sources in the body, but they're your spiritual body. It's the real body. Mm-hmm. It's the real body.
The one that matters.
The one that matters. Let me give you an example. We were talking just now before the podcast, because we talk all the time.
All the freaking time.
So, what happens is that when you go to Genesis, because we're all born in the Adam and Eve program, it says 2 words, God created flesh. Mm-hmm. So that was a sound. It was a frequency that at that time could have came from a ship, for all we know.
Yeah, I've heard this before for multiple.
But this frequency gathered the dirt to create a physical shell.
So basically, in my mind, what I'm picturing as you're talking is just like the ground shaking, and I could just see like dirt just like moving up, like rising.
Yeah, dirt just coming out of the ground and just molding itself right there. Yeah, boom,
like some magic shit. Oh my God.
Yeah, because even the other day when I was in the shower, I thought about.
I was like, where's this? Continue.
No, that I've seen those TV programs where. When you wash your face and you put soap on your skin, that there's these little bugs, these little creatures that are like
the bacteria
from your flesh that are really living,
that live in
and that's
your
why
bed.
we do decompose. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just a miracle situation on how we incarnate here. Mm-hmm. But so going back to that, when the physical body was made first, then at that point the frequency had to have changed again for the 7 chakras to be fully activated with the spiritual body.
And it's funny, as soon as you said that, though, it's just like that's just one of the things that had to occur for the body to be what it is right now. It's just like otherworldly if you even put your mind into that kind of detail.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Frankincense. I am having
I
we're
love
burning
the way-
frankincense
I
right now.
love the way
We
that
still got to
sounds.
do. This is our second episode podcast, and we're like, we'll do the dragon's blood eventually here now.
I love dragon's blood, and we should explain what it does for people
Well,
that might not have
again, we're
heard.
talking about your chakras. So if you don't know your chakras, I really would tell you to go out and get a good book on chakras. This is just an episode. We're not going to sit here and dissect every chakra tonight or today or whatever time you're listening to this episode. But the 7 basic functions are, exactly what it is. Your crown is where you receive all the higher information. Your third eye chakra is part of your creativity and imagination. Obviously your throat chakra is how you communicate.
That's an important one for me. That was blocked for so long. And when you start understanding what you're talking about, the chakras, oh my God, it makes a world of difference when you unblock something.
Oh, for sure.
It does.
For sure. And heart chakra, same thing. That's your emotional body.
Yeah, like getting over childhood trauma, and that's another part of healing. And like once that starts being lifted, you start feeling like, honestly, like the Tin Man. Like I had a heart the whole time.
Right,
it's pretty fucking amazing.
Right. And then no, you're right. And so then you have your solar plex chakra, which is where your soul lives and your true will is. And then we have, your navel chakra, which really is not only lower body, but it's your immediate atmosphere. It's connected in so many different ways for all of us. Like we go back, the throat is for communication, the heart is for the emotion. Well, the navel is for your immediate atmosphere and your immediate family and situation. And then we go down to your root chakra. That is your physical activity as well as your sex drive. And then we have our feet chakras, which is what grounds us to earth.
And I think some people also associate the root chakra with being grounded because the individual's normally shown sitting down, so they're thinking like your bum or your spinal column's like on the earth itself.
Oh, that could very, very much be true.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Because,
I don't know.
Yeah, no. Because I mean, maybe
no,
from
because
the
honestly, I've never
down.
really gotten into the Eastern yoga positions because my knees, I've got problems with my knees big time, and so
And this is why we need yoga.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I did some
Come with me.
Kundalini. I did some Kundalini yoga a couple of years ago, and man, I tell you, I couldn't almost walk sometimes after that. So, and you have to understand that I have trained myself to meditate in a chair, sitting straight up with my feet together. Activating my feet
Why
chakras.
did I just think of Constantine? Like,
yeah,
that movie,
yeah.
You're not ready to do some crazy shit.
There you go. Yeah, let's grab magic real quick and
Right? Oh
pan
my
of
gosh.
water. And I'll tell you where I'm going real quick now.
You got the staff.
Yeah, I got the stuff. We got all the magical tools here at this place. But yeah, I mean, so these chakras are very important. Now let's talk about the colors real quick of your chakras. The crown's white. That divine light energy. The third eye chakra is purple. Your throat chakra is blue. Your heart chakra is green. Your solar plex chakra is yellow. Your navel's orange. Your root chakra is red, and your feet should be blue and gold. Or if you had to, blue and yellow, but usually blue and gold,
Charge your colors.
Charge your colors, baby, for those
West
traitors,
Coast
those
magic.
bastards. No, I'm kidding. I dislike that family, the
Spanos
Spano
can
family.
fucking kick rocks.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I don't have a team after you.
Thank you. I was born and
you.
raised on that team.
I haven't
like
said
being-
anything dysfunctional on this show
sorry.
thus far. But fuck
I'd
that
wear
family.
a Rams jersey before I'd go to Charger, and I'd have a couple Charger jerseys. But anyway, damn it, moving right along now.
Back to aligning
Just
the
activated
chakras.
my anger and my root chakra now.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh man, that's how the chakras work, ladies and gentlemen.
How quickly
Yeah.
we got out of line, actually.
Yeah. Now your base chakra, which is located really at the base of the spine, that's really connected to, that's your instinctual chakra, which activates all your instincts, whether it's fear or aggression, just the instincts of reaction, so to speak. But knowing the colors of your chakras is very important. And we know that again, we were talking earlier that it was a special frequency that the spiritual body came into the physical body too. So that's why there's these 7 crystal healing bowls I have that they sell that you can get. And each one is attuned to a different chakra because every chakra is attuned to a different musical note. Just like every chakra is attuned with a different planet.
Yeah, I've heard about that too. And maybe this is asking for too much, but do you know off the top of your head what chakra is associated with what planet? I guess I'm like red Mars.
Oh my God, Ashley, it's amazing you asked that
I
question.
was like red Mars, like Or am
Of course,
I going with Earth?
Of course,
Throat?
I do.
Sorry.
Now, you know,
I know.
yeah,
I know.
yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
let me think. No, I'm just kidding. No, okay, no. No, you know, the crown chakra is going to really represent the fixed universe, the fixed stars in some aspect. But your third eye chakra is going to represent the moon. Your throat chakra is Jupiter. Your heart chakra is Venus, my goddess. Your solar plex chakra is the sun. Your navel chakra is Mercury. Your root chakra is Mars, just as you said. And your feet chakras are Earth.
So now that I am
Ooh, look at this. We're
now
burning
that I'm listening
frankincense
to
right
this
now. I'm sorry.
for people that are listening, so now that they're consciously aware of their chakras, they're like, what do I do with this? Like, what am I going to do with these chakras?
Well, what do I do with this? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yo,
Like, how do I
Tommy,
align?
Tommy, talk to me, Tommy. Yo, I don't know. No, really, here's the deal. Okay, so I gave you just a little bit of information there. But know that each color is very significant for you because it's like we're just all part of the rainbow here, you know, in some aspect. But these chakras, when they become closed, you start having health problems. You start having communication problems. You start having mental problems.
Yeah, the mental problems is a big one.
And I want you to just think for a moment that your chakras, which are connected to your spiritual body, live forever. They're not going anywhere.
Like in the Sandlot.
Yeah, you're forever. So your physical body is definitely going to decompose and go back to mother, except mine won't because I'm going to make ascension and have an astral biophysical body. But anyway,
it's another show.
Another episode, baby. That'd be a couple episodes. But yeah, so for most people, yeah, these chakras need to be nurtured and they need to be worked with. Now, I've had people bring me their children before, and the child, he was a teenager, having problems in communication. And we opened up and cleared his throat chakra, and everything was fine. I mean, it's that simple.
Can someone clear their own chakra? Like, if I wanted to clear, like,
you know, actually, it's so damn easy. It's just so damn easy.
Is it so damn easy?
It's just so. It's not rocket science to be spiritual at all. I love this. Yeah, it's quantum physics, baby. You close your eyes, you put yourself in a pyramid of light, and you visualize the colors of the rainbow going down your chakra centers.
It's true. It works for me.
I mean, we do that in our preparation for class.
Yes, definitely. Meditation.
It's part of our exercise and meditation. You bet. Or you can go just by the color scheme, as we said. You can sit in a chair, visualize that white energy in your crown, a white ball in your crown, a purple ball in your third eye, a blue ball in your throat, and so on and so forth.
And honestly, I think one thing that's helped me personally is practice of visualization, basically. Like, kind of just when you're sitting there in the chair, like, literally, like, focus, like, blue, 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 blue.
Right.
Like, and repeat that shit. Because sometimes you're
or
just
have
like,
to
where
focus
is
on an
this?
item that's blue.
I'm like, where is this color? But once you start practicing, it just starts, it comes so quick.
It does. So and now, if for those of you who have never really meditated, I do a free meditation the first Wednesday of every month on Zoom. You ought to contact me, TravisTidwellPodcast@gmail.com. But yeah, it's once you start practicing the colors, knowing the colors, and working with your higher self, you start getting stronger. And the more you meditate and the more you visualize, the more stronger it gets.
It's true.
You know, and what people forget is that everything in this physical world was first a thought or an idea.
I always think about that.
You know,
it's just a picture in my mind. How I visualize it is like it's all white, and then you just hear sound just coming from like nowhere, like a fucking freight train, and you just things like just start. It just blasts into this awesomeness.
Yeah. I mean, and why not? You know, we all have our own experience with this, but, you know, definitely your chakras are important. So now tonight or today or whenever you're listening to this, is like put that. We're burning frankincense right now, by the way. If you're here on my YouTube channel looking at us, peace, what's up, West Coast? Now we're cleansing the air here, and that's another thing we're talking about with chakras. You know, you want to keep your chakras clear and cleanse with good incense. We're also going to right now apply some dragon's blood and some cherry oil. Now, dragon's blood clears our physical, spiritual body from all negative emotions and stagnation. Evil spirits leave the room immediately. You can buy this right now at the Mystical Dragon in Carlsbad. Elena is a sweetheart. Or go down and talk to Kat. She's my girl down there working her magic. She's a high priestess and has a lot of knowledge. But they do have my dragon's blood down there. And they've got that cherry oil down there. So go down there at Mystical Dragon in Carlsbad. Okay. So what we do with the dragon's blood, which comes from a draconius palm tree, by the way. They got the biggest one I've ever seen is in front of the Hotel Del in Coronado.
Now I'm going to have to pay attention.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you sniff it 3 times. And you always breathe into your nose and exhale out through your mouth when you sniff anything to get the real effect. You're not going to just breathe into your nose and exhale through your nose. That's not going to work. So sniff that 3 times, put some on your finger. You rub it on your wrist, and you rub your wrist together. Gee whiz, you people listening, I wish I could share that with you, but I'm sending you the positive thoughts and vibes right now. So when you're in your car or you're listening to this wherever, you're going to get some positive energy from us right now. Also, I got that frankincense burning, which is just another purifier for my chakras.
Can I add that you can also put that on your jewelry? I always have to remind myself.
Oh, for sure.
Like, and actually, I was just going to ask you, like, how long is the effects on this? Like, I know it eventually wears off, but for instance,
you're good for the night.
For the night, or like maybe like 5 hours, 12 hours, like
for the night. Yeah.
You know? Why does it have to be for the night? Like, how long is the damn night? Like, some people are in the day.
No, if you put it on in the morning, you're good for the day.
Yeah, like when you can do your full 8-hour shift.
And that would really depend. Now, let me give you an example. I put some on in the morning. I go out through my day and I have some kind of still have a negative accident or encounter somebody negative. I might want to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep my energy clear. You can get some good dragon's blood, put some in a spray bottle of water, and spray your whole house with it, man. It just makes a great difference.
Wait, spraying it with dragon's blood?
Yeah, you can put some dragon's blood in just a spray bottle of water. And make sure you get enough dragon's blood drops in there to get the color red and get the smell. Shake it real good and spray your whole house, and it clears it from all negative and evil spirits, which is another podcast.
I've actually never... I'll try that.
Yeah.
I love the way this smells. It smells like pina coladas for anyone that heard me say that. I was like, this smells so good.
Like what?
Pina coladas.
Oh, pina colada.
I'm Puerto Rican, okay?
Puerto Rican. Orale.
That's Spanish.
I'm sorry. All right, so give me some Puerto Rican.
Oh, actually, I can't think of it. Don't put me on the spot like that.
I'm sorry. Okay. Moving right along. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to think.
I'm from San Diego.
I'm from San Diego. No, one of my good friends, Samantha DeRilla, you'll probably see this in the podcast. She's Puerto Rican. Give me something, Sam. Send me a text or an email on that so I can share it on the show.
I can talk about food, but that's another podcast.
That would be another podcast. And then you'll have to bring some so we can eat it on the podcast.
I'm good at that. That I can do.
So let's go back to the chakras here real quick. So let's do some cherry oil. Cherry oil takes depression off your body. For those of you who are depressed out there, aromatherapy works. Mm-hmm. You know, and it also keeps, you know, your chakras flowing properly, because when you're depressed, your chakras are shutting down.
Well, shit, it better work for charging
Sniff
people
that 3 times, put some on your throat.
For charging people $25 for some aromatherapy before their massage, where they just put their hands in front of your face and they're like, smell this, $25.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, this better be doing some shit. Like,
yeah, no. Sniff 3 times, breathe into your nose, exhale out through your mouth. Get that whole scent in there, cherry oil. And put just a little bit on your throat because it could burn your skin. That's the only catch-22 with cherry oil. You have to, if you have sensitive skin.
So this is supposed to...
This takes depression off your body within 15 minutes. Depression is a low frequency of energy. It's an emotional... We were talking about your emotional body, you know. It's a very low frequency of energy. And cherry oil is such a high frequency of energy. It just removes it straight off your body. It just takes it right off. I'm
going back to my silly freaking questions this evening. So cherry oil is coming from the cherry tree, correct?
That's right.
Okay, just making sure that it's not something else, because I'm also, with all the herbs that I've been finding out about, it could have been anything.
Anything,
for all I know. I'm sorry.
And we're also burning frankincense right now.
Yes.
Which is, if you haven't done that in your house, man, you're blowing. Now look,
it feels like a Catholic church.
I have smoke in front of the camera here. Can you see the smoke in front of me like it's covering me?
Smoke weed every day. I'm just kidding.
It's 420 in this house, ladies and gentlemen.
With the frankincense.
Well, I live in California. It's legal here.
Yes,
thank God.
Yes.
Of course, I had a medical before that. But going back to the chakra thing, so here's the deal. We did do an episode on pendulums. I think I have one here. Don't I? Yeah. So a pendulum is a very powerful tool to help you with your healing. And then we'll get to the sound. I think we need to move this now. Hold on.
Yeah, definitely. Where are we moving this to, Parker? Put it.
Yeah. Excuse us, we just got smoky in here. Don't want me to drop the audience. Don't want to drop the audience
and
here.
Also for anyone that's watching on YouTube, so you can see what he's actually doing.
Yeah, it's getting pretty smoky in here. Call the fire department. No, so, we talked before, you can make a pendulum out of anything. A necklace, a nail with a string, anything.
You want to go like super homemade.
A bead with a string,
DIY.
yeah. Google it. We have Google and Alexa today, so get yourself a pendulum. Pendulums are great to use, but you have to program them to use them properly. Mm-hmm. So I would ask the pendulum, show me the direction of an open chakra, and the pendulum's going to go in the direction of an open chakra, which is counterclockwise. Mm-hmm. You see that? Okay.
I see it.
And for those of you on the YouTube channel, you can see it. For those on Spotify, I'm telling you, it's going in the counterclockwise direction. Now I stop the pendulum, and I say, okay, show me a closed chakra. Show me the direction of a closed chakra. And there it goes. It's going clockwise. Mm-hmm. So now I could go up to the person, go to the crown chakra, ask the pendulum if their chakra is open or closed, and go down each one of them.
So the person has to be laying down so you can get.
No, I do it standing up.
Standing up. Gotcha.
Yeah, if I put you on the massage table, it's very expensive. Usually, if I'm doing just a chakra, I do just chakra work, and you can do this. So, you take them to your house. They have to stand up, and you just go to the crown chakra, open or closed. Third, each one. You go down each one.
Yes.
And then.
And then do you ask it like, unblock the chakra?
No, not at all. Mm-hmm. Now. This is where you take and I was going to grab a special crystal here.
Is there something I can grab for you?
Gosh.
Like Vanna White?
Like Vanna White. Yeah, I wish I had. This is the Mojo shelves here because I got all those candles. But yeah, this is all oils and herbs that I use immediately in my everyday life for myself and clients.
And there's a lot of herbs. Yeah. Oh, it's like Hogwarts in here.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Okay. So I'm looking for a crystal.
A crystal.
Yeah. Why don't you walk back there in that room and grab a crystal?
Por favor?
Please. I beg you. And no. So she's looking for, because what you can do is you can grab just a quartz crystal and you can point it at the chakra. And the first thing I would do is I would shut this. Okay, we'll wait for Ashley to get back here. You see anything that looks good? Come on, girl.
I'm all about
She has so much to choose from. Oh my God, she picks this. Oh my God. Now this is a lapis from Afghanistan.
It's fucking beautiful.
No, this is Afghanistan lapis. You cannot get this at the Mystical Dragon, unfortunately, but you can get this from Jack Solomon. Email me at TravisTidwellPodcast.com. You can make an appointment to go see him, or you can go to his website. He's on Facebook, and he will sell you some of this lapis from Afghanistan that is just gorgeous. So you would take the crystal and you would point it towards the center of the chakra. Now, first thing I always do is I close the chakra. So I spin it around, make a wide circle around the chakra, and then I close it up into the center. As I stop, I pull the crystal back, blow it off, and that chakra is closed. Then I go back to the center of that chakra. I go counterclockwise, starting small, making a big circle outer, okay? And then I go back to the center, pull it out, blow the crystal off. Now that chakra's open.
So you close and then you open it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and depending on the situation, I might do that more than once or twice.
On the severity of the blockage.
That's right. Because it's like a door that's squeaking or it's stuck. You're going to have to open and close it a couple of times to get it to work. That's my philosophy with that, and it's been proven. I mean, I've worked on people where I couldn't get the chakra open the first time; it was blocked. You can also grab fluorite. Yeah, I normally have my healing bag up there. It's not there. But fluorite's a good tool also. You can place on a chakra, and it opens it and activates it immediately. We did that one thing, and I did that thing on in your palm.
Yeah, no, you can feel it pulling. You can feel the energy.
Now, I've done that to people, and they couldn't feel anything at all. And I put a piece of fluorite in their hand, And right after that, I was like, wow, I can feel it, man. It's like heavy. It's like, yeah, because it opened up your chakras, your hand chakra, palm chakra, thumb chakra, fingertip chakra.
That's just proof, too, that people don't even realize how many blockages they might actually have. You might be standing in your own way, actually.
You know what? That's a good point, Ashley. That's why I have her here. She makes all these damn good points. No.
Sorry. I can never shut off my brain. I'm always thinking of something. No.
That's why I invited her here, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously, for your pleasure and enjoyment, for the information that she helps bring in here. Yeah, no, for sure. That's very, very true. And now, let's say you don't have a crystal. Honestly, I can activate my fingertip chakra and do it with my fingertip. And so can you, ladies and gentlemen. You really, really can. And if you want to take it a step further, once you start working with your chakras and you've learned how to open and close them for yourself or your friends, go to my podcast 14, 15, 16, get your level 1 and 2 Reiki and go get on with yourself.
And it's pretty basic. Like, it's nothing complicated. You have to just watch the videos and make sure that you dedicate the time to really understand what you're doing. Right.
Yeah, you're right, because it's not rocket. What we're doing is not rocket science. Chakras aren't really rocket science. There's way more information I could share with you about the chakras. There's more information out there, even though I'm sharing. So I'm giving you some basic information right now just to get something started for yourself. Because everybody needs their chakras balanced and cleansed. Everybody. Absolutely. Now, go to the ocean, dive in head first. Boom. For sure you've done that job. Now, you can go to YouTube. Stephen Halpern is a great musician, artist that I listen to.
You've been listening to him for years. That was one of the first things that you recommended. That's the most basic of basic things that you gave me.
He plays spiritual music. One of my favorite tapes is Stir of Echoes.
Surprisingly...
Ancient Echoes is what it is, by Stephen Halpern.
Surprisingly, I worked at a fire station. I'm not going to, just for legal reasons, I won't say which one. But someone there actually listened to him. So I was really shocked. I was like, wait, you know him? And only a select group of people.
Right.
So I was like, you're cool.
Yeah, to listen to Stephen Halpern, you have to be definitely spiritual. I'm part of the older spiritual generation here on this planet. I'm the OG, but I used to buy his cassette tapes back in the day, and it's so weird now, seeing how everything is free in Bluetooth here. It's just crazy. So there's no excuse for you guys not balancing your chakras. You can go to YouTube, listen to Stephen Halpern. Of course, once you punch in his name and his music, you're gonna get a genre of thousands of artists, which are really good also besides him. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm a loyal guy. He's one of my go-to guys. I stay with him, but I also listen to other music videos out there in regards to clearing negative energy or creating a peace meditation or whatever you want to do. But they do have chakra balancing CDs or out there, music that you need to find out on YouTube. And it's free. Everybody has a smartphone. You can listen to it on your smartphone.
Yeah, it's all on the phone nowadays, palm of your hand.
One thing I like about Stephen Halpern, too, he has these songs that are called Manifesting Abundance at the Speed of Sound. And
sounds like a Madonna album.
Yeah. And this is where the music he's using and the tones of music he's using, because he's very scientific. He's aligning your chakras to receive money and prosperity. So a lot of times, we were just talking on another episode about living in the now and what can we do for now. Well, listening to this kind of music puts you into the now and receiving the now and preparing you now.
By aligning your chakras.
Yeah, chakras is going to help you so much. Yeah. You really need to think about that. You can also get some sage your aura, sage yourself.
And do you do that clockwise, counterclockwise, or you just walk?
It doesn't matter. Just, intuitively, you can't do anything wrong, thank God. When it comes to that. There's no set preference. Some people have their way of doing things, I'm sure, but it doesn't really matter. You take the sage, run it over your head, run it around your body, indulge in it, consume it in some way.
And so I know we've spoken about this before, but if there's more smoke, does that mean anything more or less?
Not at all. It's all a blessing.
Am I a worse person if it billows more?
No.
There's been some smoky days.
I tell you what, for the people who don't like the smell, they go, oh, it stinks. You got something negative in you that you need to be released.
I love sage. My daughter loves sage. I'll go in there like a crazy woman. She's like, oh, I love it. And I love how she loves it. And she's only 8.
Yeah, for sure. Now, going back to chakras too. So once you've checked the chakras, you see which ones are out of balance. You're going to do our little technique on those chakras, and then you're going to take the pendulum and recheck them, and they're going to show you that they are open. And that's what you want is an open chakra.
And you don't have to cleanse your pendulum. Like,
my good friend of mine by the name of Jim French, Viking, great spiritual brother of mine, made my lyre. He gave this to me. He made this. This is pearwood. But yeah, you can go to the Mystical Dragon. You can go online and punch in the word pendulum. You can get all kinds of pendulums to buy. And they're very inexpensive. You can use these for divination. We've talked about that on one of our episodes before. I have also used it as an oracle. But my main use for this is chakras. And that goes with my healing bag. I have a pendulum in my healing bag. For those of you who are healers, you should have a pendulum. If you want to become a healer, take my chakra classes, episodes 14, 15, 16. Become a Reiki practitioner, And then at some point, you'll be able to start cleansing and healing chakras also with this additional information. So it's nice to know somebody. You can get somebody in a chair, first do their chakras, standing up, put them down on a chair, get behind them, start doing some Reiki on them.
It could be something as easy as that. Nothing super complicated where someone's like, hey, I have all these problems going on. I need to talk to you. It's like, hold on. Let me see if your chakras are blocked first. That might be a nice practice, right?
Yeah, well, it could be. I mean, people are so caught up in their physical body, they very seldom think about their spiritual body.
I think a lot of people are more spiritually sick than they realize, where people have all these illnesses. And I'm like, no, you're spiritually sick. You're not just physically sick.
That could very well be true. It's just one of those things I feel that depending on how you're living your life, what you're attracting.
When you're living your life wrong, though, straight up. You know what's right.
And if you're having communication issues and you're crying all the time, it's like I have people come to me, I close their heart chakra immediately. Let's shut down your emotional body. Shut that heart chakra down. It's not working today.
You're cheating. You're like, let me close this for you.
Yeah, no, seriously. I tell you what, even in my own relationships, it starts getting a little bit weird. I close my heart chakra down immediately. I just visualize it closed. Okay, get out of there.
Can you do that to the other person too and just end the argument?
It depends on that force of personality, man. You don't normally know I can't. Hell hath no fury as a scorned woman.
That is true.
So you know how that works. The other thing, we've talked about using a pendulum to check the chakras, a crystal to open or close them, or even your finger. But then we also have, we also burned some frankincense.
The dragon's blood.
We did some dragon's blood. So we've done a little aromatherapy to work with the chakras, because these are all going to help you with your spiritual body as well as your physical body. But now let's go to the sound, the element of sound. And this is just such...
my favorite part. I've been waiting.
Oh, my God.
I've been waiting this whole time. Let me see if I can get this thing level. For those of you listening to us on Spotify, I hope you're enjoying this episode, honestly. And I want to thank you all who are indulging me and coming in and listening to us. But we have a crystal bowl here. And let me just see something real quick. Oh, this is a heart chakra bowl. This is the heart chakra. I know. I magically picked this one. I'm so excited. My heart needs it.
Okay. Get this thing balanced here. I don't want anybody to fall asleep real quick here on the show. So be it.
So be it. And instantly better.
Yeah. I hope everybody at home.
So nice.
Everybody on Spotify or iTunes or whoever's listening to this or people on YouTube, I hope you all got that like we did. Honestly, unless you're listening to podcasts with headphones or in your car or something, you ain't going to get it like that.
Oh, I know. I felt it reverberate just in
the people on YouTube, I doubt if they're going to get it like we got it. Everybody listening to this as a podcast at home, headphones, on the phone, in the car, yeah, you should have got that. And so we just cleansed everybody's auras out there and chakras right now.
Don't come to me with no
we just balanced your heart chakra big time. Boom. Drop the mic now.
You're welcome.
You know what I'm saying?
The rest of 2021 should be phenomenal.
Yeah, there you go. You just started 2020 off with getting your heart chakra and your aura cleansed here, which was very, very powerful. And on that note, I think we're going to end this episode tonight, today, or whenever you're listening to this. And I would like to say thank you to Ashley.
Thank you so much for having me. I loved this conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I want to thank my executive producer, Athena.
Thank you, Goddess Athena.
And I want to always thank the Lord God Yahweh this night for what I've had in this life, have now, and will have. As I ask the Lord God this night in the Holy and Divine Spirit to bless all of you out there listening to this podcast and watching it on YouTube. I want to thank you all. I want to bless you, your family, your friends, your pets, and all those you love. So be it. Amen.
So be it. Amen.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Time has come to rearrange. Time has come for a change.